company?
Of course.
Okay.
Comfortable? Vijay,
Hi.
take one. Hi Vijay,
Hi.
welcome to Sudeep Audio's channel,
Thank you.
and thank you for inviting us to Whistling Woods to do a video with you.
Actually, I should thank you for having me on the video. It's a pleasure always. So,
Thank you Vijay. So today what we'll do is we'll just run through a little bit of your background, because
Okay.
you've been a senior faculty teaching here forever, I think.
no, not ever. I grew up outside the country in a small, beautiful island in the Middle East called Bahrain. Ever since I was a kid, I was fascinated about airplanes.
Okay.
I was actually fascinated. I wanted to become a pilot. At the age of maybe 14, 15, I had high myopia. So flying went down the drain. So I thought, okay, I'll go for aeronautical engineering. Okay. And side में मेरा music चल रहा था. And I did my Madhyamya Purna from Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, thanks to my Guru Pandit Sudhakar Devle. And finished my class 12. Then I got admission for aeronautical engineering in a very good college.
In Bahrain?
No, that was in Madras.
You came
But I
back
could
to-
not join. I could not join. Then finally I got admitted to Cochin University for mechanical engineering, which I dropped out after 2 years. No, Dad never wanted me to do engineering. Dad actually then wanted me to do a small computer course and to kahin pe job pe lag ja. So I went back to my Guruji and I said, my dad's doing this, but I want to learn music. So he said, beta tu apna engineering khatam kar. But I had already taken my TC. So in Bahrain, I joined for a course in engineering from the Engineering Council UK, to be more specific, the British Computer Society. So the foundation course, it's supposed to be 3 years. I completed the same in 2 years.
Oh,
And along with that, my music studies were going on.
okay.
Then the second level, you're supposed to complete it again in 2 years. I got to complete it in 1 year. And then the third level is actually a professional level. It's almost equivalent to our MTech. But there I decided I want to get into music, and I joined this institute called Chetana Academy of Recording Engineers in Thrissur. And I loved Kerala. I now wanted to leave Kerala. So I did my engineering from there, and sound engineering from there, and then went on. And as the course ended, I had a small surgery to be done, and I was sort of hospitalized, and I had high blood pressure. So after the surgery, the blood pressure was not coming down. The doctor said, you need to relax. So I was planning to go back to Bahrain. So that's when our director at the Chetana Studios, Father Paul, and the chief instructor there, Mr. Stanley, they called me and said, you don't go to Bahrain, you come and stay with us in the institute. Okay, you relax, we'll give you a room and all that. So I stayed there. So I got to see a lot of recording, and all of a sudden, Mr. Stanley had to go out somewhere at that time, and he requested me to take classes for some of the students. Actually, all the senior students were actually taking classes there for the juniors. So there they knew, okay, this guy has a flair for teaching. And I actually, when I was doing my AMIE, part of the time I used to take tuitions for 11th and 12th standard students, both for maths and physics. So I used to teach all these underprivileged kids. And even after coming to Bombay, I used to teach underprivileged kids somewhere near JVPD.
Oh, okay.
So there was a place where one uncle used to teach kids. So I've taught some students basic mathematics for 1 month. So I had a flair for teaching, and then from there they sent me to an institute in Chennai called Soundtech Media, and from Soundtech I sort of accidentally got selected by Real Image Media Technologies for the position of technical support engineer for Pro Tools in Bombay.
Okay.
So from Soundtech in Chennai, I shifted to Bombay, and life was too hectic. I wanted to concentrate on my music, and I was traveling Pune, Delhi, and you won't believe, when I went down to Kerala for my wedding, I had to do a Pro Tools icon installation the minute I landed there. And 3 days after my wedding, I had to go back to that installation and complete the installation, then come back to Bombay. So that was the kind of, what do you say, stress that I was in. And then my wife was like, Vijay, this can't go on like this. We are married now. So there was a vacancy in Whistling Woods. So I joined the sound department as faculty. And so now I teach music technology to all the music production students.
Great. Vijay, if you could tell us about this nice little campus that you have here in Film City. It's a huge place, actually. And what kind of courses do you all conduct for music or sound?
So what happened is, I finished my AVID certification, and then I am yet to complete my Sibelius certification. So my favorite DAWs are Pro Tools and Sibelius. I don't know why, but I find it much more better sounding than any other DAW. So I did my Pro Tools certification, and so I actually wanted to see people produce good music. I actually wanted to educate people to produce good music. So you must have seen the present scenario. If they have a keyboard and they know to play 2 chords, they call themselves a music producer. They don't know the ABCDs of music. So our HOD, Dr. Sangeeta, and me and D Wood and Chitty sir, all of us sat together and made a curriculum. So let me tell you a bit about the curriculum. So we teach them basics of Hindustani classical, okay, and we actually teach them vocals not to make them a good singer, okay, because God has given us a very good instrument, the throat, okay. So only if they learn to sing will they be able to get the music inside them, okay. So we teach them the base. We have 2 years training on Indian classical music in the course, as a part of the course, and then we teach them Western piano, okay. We almost follow the Royal School of Music curriculum because it made more of a sense to us as faculty. And why piano? Because for a music producer, you need to know one instrument, but piano is the best because, as you know, the best MIDI instrument is the piano. Yes, there are guitar MIDI and other MIDIs available, but there's nothing as more expressive as a piano. So we teach them piano till around the 3rd or 4th grade of ABR. So we've got our own curriculum. Okay, that curriculum is made by Chitty sir, one of the renowned pianists and keyboard players in Bollywood, or say Indian cinema. And then we teach them tabla ka bol. Suppose they are composing music and they want a tabla player to play something. They should be able to at least communicate to the tabla player what to play. Okay, so we teach them tabla ka bol. Then we teach one more rhythmic style, which is actually not taught in a school which teaches music producing anywhere in the country. That's something called kunakol. Kunakol is nothing but South Indian rhythm, expressing the South Indian rhythm through our voice. So we teach them 1 year of kunakol and 1 year of tabla ka bol. Then of course Western drums, okay. And then softwares. Our primary software here is Logic Pro, and our we also teach them Pro Tools and Sibelius. Okay, we have courses on history of film music. Okay, and then we teach them composition for songs, background scores, ad films, jingles, etc., etc., etc. And what else?
Do you also have visiting faculty?
Yeah, we've got a lot of visiting faculty. We recently had Professor Jerry Amalde from Kerala, who's a renowned music composer. He's 82 years old. We have George Joseph, who comes in. We had Loy Mendoza from the famous Shankar Ehsan Loy trio, and We had Vijay Dayal here once, and many more. And Sangeeta ji and me are the main faculty, but the full course is actually overseen by our chairman, Mr. Subhash Gai here. So he is involved in the day-to-day, running of the music school actually. So he interacts with the students on a daily basis, and weekly he makes it a point, at least twice a month, to meet all the students. So
Okay.
that's how the course goes.
Right. So in the next part, what we'll do is we'll learn some tips from you,
Yeah.
which may seem very small, but they are very crucial for every musician, every music producer, and sound engineer.
Okay. Let's go ahead.